Welcome back to the Mellow Road, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this path today. Now, this path is a very special one, and I know I say that almost every episode, but today is especially special because today's episode is episode number 34. And if you know anything about this guy over here on my front, I guess.
On my front.
I guess my
Yeah, you're
northeast,
right.
my
You're right.
northeast angle.
Yeah, you're right.
My personal north, this is my true north, is wherever I'm facing. Trace Windsor,
That's
the
me.
co-host, the guy over here. That's why I say don't touch the mics,
Yes, yeah.
because they are a little, they do that. This guy over here has his own business, his own little side hustle outside of the normal 9 to 5 of Mellowbrook Road.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I do a little side business, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, called TDub Projects. We've mentioned it like on outros and stuff. But I do
Check the descriptions, homies.
I do very light woodworking. I don't I don't do very fancy carvings. I don't build furniture or anything. I just do whatever little wood projects that I can do. So it's like floating shelves or shutters or a sign for somebody or refinishing a table.
This thing right here.
Plank.
These things.
Sisyphus. If you know what this is, that's awesome. Lenny Loose Jocks.
Oh yeah.
They're very small, simple little things. I don't know if you can see it on camera.
Oh, here, I'll grab it. Hang on.
What's it called? I already forget.
So if you're super cool,
Obviously I'm not.
if you were cool in high school, if you can see this, it's the I don't know if you is it hard to see? I can't tell on the camera.
It's small.
It's
with it being
a
blue.
cutting board that traced a picture on for me of it's the door into I almost can't.
Door of Durin or
Door of Durin from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Into the mines of Moria that they take. If you know the books, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, in the movies, it's when they are going down. The Fellowship is going down, and they fight that octopus in the dark water while they're trying to solve that riddle to the door, and they're like, what is it? Speak, friend, and enter.
Yeah, speak friend.
What's
and
the
enter.
Elvish word for friend? Or is it Elvish or Dwarvish? Anyway, it's
You're all around it, but yeah, I don't know enough.
yeah.
To know exactly what it is.
But I love the design of the door because it lights up like a neon blue.
Yeah.
And so I told you, I was like, it has to be neon blue when you do. And you were like, does it need to be that? Can it be this blue? And I was like, no, it has to be like a bright blue.
Yeah.
Because it just looks a lot better. But anyway, yeah. So you can find all these wonderful things.
TDub Projects on Facebook. You can kind of
Can't
see.
find them, but you can.
Yeah, they're not for purchase.
I mean, you can probably
necessarily.
ask.
Yeah.
Just ask.
So, I guess we can just start from the beginning.
How about we start at the beginning? Give us the history of TDub Projects. Hey, why is it called TDub? What's with the TDub?
Man. I do get that question a lot.
What is that?
Okay, so
T
DUB
and then DUB.
Yeah,
Dub.
so our last name is Windsor.
Is it?
And like the castle.
It is.
And when we were in high school, if you had a W as your last name, the first letter of your last name, you were a dub. People just called you a dub.
You see, folks. The word W.
Yeah.
Right. We took the very first syllable out of that word, just snipped it off the very front, just gave it a little circumcision there, snipped it at the front, and a dub.
Yeah.
Get it?
So
yeah.
I was T-dub because my first initial is T in my first name, and then dub for the last one.
I was V-dub.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Dub is Alex is just Dub.
Yeah,
Our
Alex
oldest,
we just called Dub.
We know Dub. We know Dub.
Yeah. So
her name is just Dub. She just goes with Dub.
Anybody
she didn't
that
like A-Dub, so we just call her Dub.
Anybody that was in our friend group, Dub was just something. So literally nobody called me Trace.
Yeah. And here's how sophisticated we were in high school. If your name started or last name started with an E, you were Side Dub.
Side Dub.
And if it was an M,
I think we just said up,
It was a
down.
down dub.
No,
A dub dub. No, dub dub was
a
W
W
at the
name and a
first
W.
and last name. Dub dub. That's right.
Yeah, so
That was a
we were
special
pretty
one. That was
creative in high
rare.
school, but
We were pretty cool.
so TDub, literally everybody called me TDub. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it came from. And then there's the logo is a triangle and a square. So for people that don't know, I have a tattoo on my wrist.
Yeah, don't.
I can't show it very
don't do
good.
that way.
I don't know how to show it.
Just walk over there and oh yeah, take your headphones off.
So
No, you don't. Yeah, I guess you can. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just show them real fast. That's it. Pretty cool.
so
Pretty cool.
that is my company logo, and then
Yeah.
it says TDub inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what a lot of people don't know is before it was my business logo, it was a tattoo. Like this tattoo came before the business. And then
Yeah.
before that, it was just a drawing that I made in college, because I hated school and I just wanted to, I was just doodling and I was like, oh, triangle and a square.
Right.
So a lot of people ask me what the triangle and square means. And it's very, very simple, but I just like it. A triangle has 3 sides. A square has 4 sides. That's all it is. So 3, 4. That is all it is. Yep.
Huh.
Are you getting it?
Look at that. If you're listening to this episode,
Uh-huh.
you're missing out.
Yeah. Come check out the video.
You gotta check
please.
us out on the new video. Well, right now we're only on YouTube right now. I should probably talk about that real fast.
Yeah, go for it.
The videos, we got them.
Yeah.
They're here.
They're
exhausting.
existing.
They exist.
They exist.
They're only on YouTube right now. I
Mhm.
think it's mainly just the internet here, which is getting fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And also just the capacity of the elderly laptop that I'm using to post everything.
Yep.
And so I think I either need to upgrade to something different or struggle and cry every day like I've been doing for the last few weeks. But
So come follow our Patreon.
yeah, so come follow our Patreon. Watch us on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up on the Ubes.
Yeah.
On the Ubes. That's what we're calling them now.
The Ubes?
That's what the kids are calling them, I think.
Okay.
The Ubes. And yeah, we can't wait to see you there. Hope you enjoy our faces.
Yeah.
With this, right now we don't have that many cameras, so we're still figuring things out, as you can tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you think about Alex Durbin's hat.
Yeah.
Please, I'm dying to know what everyone
Yeah.
thinks about it because I love it,
Because I was gonna say, I know we love it.
and I want to hear everyone else love it too. But go on with your story. I just wanted to say shout out to videos.
So the triangle and square comes just to symbolize 34. So I've worn 34 all my life. For those that don't know, this is a Walter Payton jersey.
Yeah, who's that?
Walter Payton's a famous running back that played for the Chicago Bears.
Football, huh? American football.
American football, yep. And he's my favorite player of all time, even though I never saw him play.
Yeah, he died.
He died in 1999.
Ooh, you could have seen him play.
But he had been retired for a while.
Oh, okay.
He'd been retired for longer.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, it was close. So I just love him. I've always worn 34 as a number.
He
He's
was
just
good.
kind of a symbol that I've grabbed onto. And so 34 has always been in my life. But what a lot of people don't understand about it is it is a lucky number. It is my favorite number. But the reason I went with the triangle and square is because I really love symbols. I love taking something that is very complicated, very unique, very important,
Yep.
and boiling it down to almost nothing, but
Mhm.
it's still having the same impact. So for me, the triangle and square envelops my whole upbringing that surrounds sports and anything in my life. Like if I'm doing something in my life that I'm unsure of, and I look at the clock
Mhm.
and it's 1:34, I go, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
Oh.
That's psychologically, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's the universe telling me you're heading the right direction, so you need to keep going.
Okay.
I never notice myself looking where it doesn't say 34 and think, oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Mhm.
So it's only it's only through 34 that I'm, so every hotel room ever we get is 234,
It
or
really is.
every
We do see the number 34 a lot.
license plate.
I don't know if it's because of you,
I don't know. I think we
but
are,
I see it all the time.
yeah, we're just kind of trained to see it, or we're looking for it, I
Yeah.
guess. But to me, it's like a guiding thing in my life,
Mhm.
and so that's where it all kind of comes from. So when I started doing wood project stuff, I was like, man, I got to make a company logo. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm making. I'm not really selling anything yet.
Right?
And it was like, well, you're selling yourself.
Yeah.
You're selling you,
Mhm.
me. And I was
You.
like, what's the one symbol that symbolizes me? The triangle and square. And so that's where TDub Projects logo comes from.
Mm.
So what people call me, and the triangle and square, and what it symbolizes is just me. So that's pretty cool. So yeah,
That is pretty cool.
if you come check out the Facebook page, I've had it for 3 years, probably almost 4.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to figure it out. I don't know when you made that.
I started off making American flags.
Yeah, you used
for
to make
people.
Dude, I have
If anybody wants one, I would love to get back to that. I love making American flags.
so many angry memories
I know where you're going.
of you building those flags in our old apartment years ago in Columbia when all of us, me, you, Terry, Dub, Derek,
Yeah.
we were all living together. And oh my God, we had a beautiful deck, so big, with a scenic view
Yeah.
of a pond.
Swan Lake.
That we were constantly swarmed with ducks and geese, beautiful birds,
Raccoons.
all over. Well, I didn't swarmed in a good way.
Yeah.
The raccoon invaded our property, and we tried to save it, and it. Well, we'll save that story, but anyway, it was a beautiful scenic view, so gorgeous, and you ruined it.
Yeah, I took over
Because you took your wood projects and you would go out there and you would nail and you would saw
stuff
and
by
you would
hand.
glue.
Yeah,
and paint and it would
I would spray
stain
paint
and it would smell and it was so loud and the
Yeah.
neighbors hated us.
Yeah.
And now it's a growing business and you're making money.
It's doing
off
really
it,
well.
So it all worked out for you.
I have a vivid memory of being in that apartment, and I was making a flag for somebody, and our deck was covered, but it was raining. It was like rain where it's sideways.
Yeah.
Like the rain is hitting under the roof and hitting our door, and I'm like, guys, I can't paint outside, so I'm gonna have to paint inside. And they're like, okay, yeah, just run a fan or whatever. And I'm like, no, I have spray paint. I'm gonna spray paint inside. And I just remember everybody being like, okay.
We're renting this building.
And you couldn't open a window.
This isn't ours.
Yeah.
This isn't our kitchen. This isn't our carpet.
So I laid out pretty nice, not nice, but decent towels under it to catch.
They were decent towels.
The paint.
You know what they weren't after that?
Good.
Decent towels.
Yeah,
they were no longer decent after. Towels are supposed to be decent, and then you clean them, and then they get decent again. But you ruined.
I ruined them. The flag turned out nice. I was also working early on. I was working with liquid glass.
This was so early.
Yeah, I
had the process. I was
still learning.
Yeah, you didn't know what you were doing.
No.
And we were all watching you not know what you were doing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it was just me. I was just like, this is a lot.
Yeah. And I had
I think look at the shit I've been doing.
I had a Cricut, which is like it cuts out like vinyl.
Vinyl. Like Jiminy?
Yeah.
Did you name your Cricut Jiminy?
That's I should Cricut out Jiminy and put it on
as
top.
a sticker, right?
That's great.
You should wait, it makes stickers?
Yeah. Pretty
you
much.
Should make us stickers.
Yeah. Look forward to those. So yeah, write that down. So I had a Cricut, and I Cricketed out this. It was an American flag, but it had an extra logo in it, and I remember painting it, and it it was so warm in the house because it was probably the middle of winter or whatever, that the vinyl was kind of peeling and the paint wasn't really drying.
I remember this.
And you remember me just like having a breakdown,
Yeah.
and I had paint pins, and I'm like,
I remember
trying to
watching
fix.
you. Yeah, you were like, I have to get everything. And I was like, you can't even see it.
So yeah, that's where I
But,
started.
Hey man, but that's how you start.
Yeah, actually,
With the obsessive, like, I have to make it perfect, and then
Yeah.
you get to a point where you're so good, you're so practiced that you don't even have to you don't have to even worry about that because you already know what you're doing. You
Right.
know how to not even get to that position
Yeah.
anymore. So it was worth it.
yeah, I figured out
It may or may not have gotten us kicked out of our apartment.
maybe.
It didn't.
No,
we
I
all
just thought it
moved
was
out.
funny.
We all just moved out.
Yeah,
It's just
the thing I've learned
it was just loud.
the best is order of operations. So just understanding what has
Yeah.
to be done first. We got to do this step, then this step, then this step.
Yeah.
At that point, I was just winging it, watching YouTube videos, which I
Yeah.
still do, but that was a mess. But one of the first things I remember making at that apartment that you were talking about sawing stuff,
Yeah.
I took a piece of scrap wood that I found like in Colombia. It was just on the ground. It was probably like a pallet board. You remember this?
I remember the pallet, but like you just found it.
Yeah, I remember how next to our apartment we had that giant, the concrete pile that they had built. They tore out all that
Oh.
concrete and there was just wood.
Yeah, it
and
was like
people
a
threw
giant.
trash in it. It
I
was
don't know
so
what
stupid.
that was.
It was like concrete,
But like
bigger
animals
than this table. Dude.
definitely lived. Like multiple species of animals lived there.
And
for
we
sure.
we were in a nice part of Colombia, so I don't.
It was a very
but it was overgrown.
We got extremely lucky with that
So
find.
lucky.
We did not belong there.
No.
There were families living amongst
Yeah.
us. We didn't belong there.
So I remember finding that, and I brought it home and was like sawing little pieces off, and I like would snap it over my knee, and because I wanted to do from Shawshank Redemption, the red was here, or
Whoa.
what's it say?
Not red.
So was red. It
Oh man, what's that guy's name? Harold?
no, we're figuring this out right now on camera. Dufresne.
No, he was the main character. You're thinking of the old man.
Yeah, Dufresne's the main character. Red's the old man.
No. The old man who hung himself.
Yeah, his name is Red.
I thought.
No, Red's. What? Yeah, look.
No, Red is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's Red. So the old man is
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Jimmy was here. They called him something though, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's on my Facebook page. You could actually.
Dang, this is so embarrassing because
I
my
know.
laptop is slow.
You could actually go find it. If you come follow me at TDub Projects.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Follow him. See if you can find the
you
answer
can
before
yell
us.
at us there and
Dude,
send
you
me
know
a
people
message.
are freaking out. Oh, there it is. Come on.
What's it say?
I don't know.
So anyway, I like
Brooks.
Brooks. Wow.
It's Brooks.
I would have never gotten it.
It was
Would've never
Brooks.
gotten it. So
Everyone. Hey, everyone.
it's Brooks.
It's Brooks. The
So
answer's Brooks.
what's it say? Brooks was here.
And then
so was
then
Red.
It says so was Red. It says Brooks really big.
So
It's
Brooks
very sad.
is the old man that hung
Cars move a
himself.
lot faster than they used to.
And then Red comes in. Okay,
Yeah. I once saw a car when I was
That was
a
one of
boy,
the-
and now they're everywhere.
that was one
I
of the
love
very,
that movie.
very, very first things I vividly remember building. And you guys were like, "What the hell are you doing?"
That's very
There was sawdust everywhere.
weird that you
and
made that.
I just, again, I liked the symbolism. It was so simple.
Were you doing okay back then?
I think so.
Are you sure? Because Brooks hung himself
I
after
know.
writing that.
You know what's weird?
It would have been weird if you would have made that Brooks was here, so was Red, and then hung yourself.
Yeah,
I know this is kind of dark, but it would have been weird. No, it would have been weird because like you wrote Brooks was here, so was Red. Like, you didn't even mention yourself.
Yeah, I didn't.
If you would have put like, also I was,
Me
but
too.
also, but Red didn't hang himself.
No,
Whoa,
he just
can you
was
imagine
passing
being
through.
Red walking in there and going, "Holy shit, this was Brooks' room."
Yeah. Where is that piece of wood?
I don't even remember you doing that.
I remember doing
was I
it.
already out of the apartment by
No,
then?
you were in the apartment.
I feel
and
like I remember you getting to like. How did you trace it? Did you carve the Brooks was here?
yeah, I had a
I feel like I remember you doing that.
What's that thing called? I had that
Sanding
little tool.
it.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
I
trying to
remember you
make it
sand
look
it.
worn, and I have no. After building it,
Yeah.
where the hell did I
I
put
don't
it?
remember. We
We
might.
didn't like hang it up.
No, I don't see. I don't remember. I remember the building it because. Do you? This is not. This is not just for you. For everyone. Do you know? You all know how hard it is to listen to Pink Floyd's "Dark Side of the Moon" while on your third bowl, while someone is constantly sawing and sanding wood, like power sanding, like power sawing,
Inside
hammering,
half the time.
like you know how hard it is to like enjoy your your sick day from work. You know, when you just
Yeah.
decided that you just couldn't take it that day and you just thought you needed a me day, so you took a bath and you smoked a bowl, and then you got out of the bath, you smoked a bowl, and you watched a movie, and then you smoked another bowl, and then you were gonna listen to Pink Floyd and lay in bed and think about fucking like life and stuff, and like fucking how in a few years you're gonna start a podcast and it's gonna be awesome, and then you just constantly hear just like.
But yeah, and then I would always be like,
and you're just like, Jesus
I'd be
Christ.
like, sorry guys, and then I would do it.
Yeah.
But and that reminds me of, remember when I did the United States in nails, and then the state of Missouri in
my
nails,
God. Yeah, that's the hammering I'm remembering.
and I'm going tick 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 tick. Sorry
Yeah.
guys, sorry guys, and I would just.
It looked
was-
really cool.
It's probably
though.
500 nails,
Looked really cool.
and
though.
I sat there and hammered every
Hey, that's
single
art. Though.
one of them.
That's art.
That one still
Art
exists.
takes time.
I know where that one is.
It takes perseverance and it takes pain. Whether it's your pain or the pain of others,
Yeah.
art is art.
Yeah, so that's where all that started, and honestly, I enjoy it more now, which I think is good. Like then I was
Yeah.
then I wasn't even like, I didn't even have deadlines or anything,
Yeah.
but I was stressed. Like I wanted it to be good, but I was
Yeah.
still figuring out, so it wasn't that good.
Right.
But now it's like I've gotten a little bit better at it, and I just take as much time as I possibly
Mhm.
need, and people know that. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you're focused on making a quality product.
Yeah, I just want to make it pretty good. And like I said, this is so side project. I more than likely don't make a lot of profit on it because I don't need
You had
to.
that one big auction.
Yeah,
That was pretty
I did a
cool.
piece for an auction one time, an American flag that sold for $700.
That was, dude. That was. We
I
watched that on
ch-
TV.
I charge way less than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we watched that
$6.50
live. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
per square inch.
Yeah. But I've done tables, and I really like refinishing tables and painting them different colors or restaining stuff. And if you come follow the page, I have a little project that I did for Van
Yeah.
not too long ago coming up. And then I'll have a couple more little projects.
How come that project wasn't making me a table for the show?
I'd love to.
Because I did this myself. I'm the one that took a staple gun because we used to have a much bigger table in here.
Yeah, way bigger.
And I'm the one that got it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved this in, and I got a staple gun, and I made it look all pretty.
Yeah, we could do a table.
Kind of cool. We could figure it out.
I really want to do a table like this, but raise the sides, and so you have like a puzzle.
Yeah, like a game.
Table,
Oh, I know.
And
no,
then you can do slotted
excuse me.
wood.
I will let you know what I want.
Okay.
It's my table.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was saying in general.
I'm the customer, but don't worry because we're on the same wavelength with what we want.
Yeah.
I just have a different shape in mind of what you're thinking. So
Yeah, look forward to that.
we'll
I
get
guess.
into that. Yeah,
But yeah, that's TDub Projects in a very
look it up
compressed way. Yes, please do.
on Facebook.
and
Anywhere
there's
else?
just Facebook.
Yeah.
I sell shirts. I sell hoodies.
Does Facebook still do Facebook Live? You man the Mellow Road
Yeah,
Facebook,
you
so I'm
can-
not really sure.
Yeah. Yes.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
You should do
You can go live.
a Facebook Live show
Yeah.
for TDub Projects called Tool Time with TDub.
Yeah. Tool time with TDub.
Like the Tim Allen, well, not the Tim Allen show, the show within the show
Uh huh.
of
Oh Home Improvement.
That show. That'd be kind of cool.
Um,
I don't know if I mean it's Tool Time with TDub, so I feel like you should be fine because
Yeah.
with TDub is part of the make that part of the title.
Tool Time with TDub with
TTT
featuring
TTTD.
Trace Windsor Woodworking.
Yeah.
I
Today
don't
on Tool Time with TDub,
Yeah,
you could just do a whole.
and I only talk in T's.
Whoa, that'd be kind of cool actually.
That would take so long
This
to
is
write.
a thammer.
A thammer?
Don't forget your
I can only use tools.
silent T, like in Russian. This is a screwdriver. But it's not with a
Oh.
T. But like on the text it says T.
Yeah, I put subtitles that
It's
pop
a
up.
to Phillips screwdriver.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. But
I think that'd be kind of cool.
And-
Or like you could do like a podcast with TDub Projects.
Yeah.
And I'm part of it, so I get 20%.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk business after the show.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll have to run that by our lawyer about the split.
Oh God, that guy. with his
I do want to mention one more thing with
beautiful
TDub
face.
Projects before we move on.
Sure.
I did a really cool. I thought it was really cool. A really different project. So usually when I'm doing projects, they're wood based, whether it's a sign or a table or furniture, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got the opportunity to do a campaign that I kind of ran myself called Beauty Will Save the World.
Oh yeah.
So if nothing else, please go to the page and kind of learn about the Beauty Will Save the World campaign. But it is to raise money for a young lady that sadly is no longer with us, and her parents that I've spoken to, they're such nice people. And I ran what was it, a 15K to raise money,
I believe it was
and
15K.
you've said it before, because when you say it on the podcast, it becomes real, and people, you feel, what is it, like motivated to do it because you put it out there.
That's right. People are listening to this. People pay for this.
I have
Not this. but-
plans. I have the goal in mind to run a marathon. I want to run a marathon,
We've
and
been talking about this.
the campaign is going to be run a marathon with me. And you don't physically have to run.
No, come on.
You
gotta do it.
physically have to run with me. But there's plans to
Tied together.
For people to run with me by donating. And there's so many things in my head, and I have no idea where I'm going to run it or when or anything like that. But I just want to put it out there
Yeah,
so that I am motivated and have a reason to pursue it.
it's out there.
It's out there now.
So now your job,
I
right
gotta
now
get.
is to look for the opportunity when it arrives,
Mhm.
and it's
And
prep for
I
it.
want the community behind me. I'm not running to get in shape. I'm running like for a mission. You know what I mean?
This is for you. This is to prove to yourself that you can do it. Is that what
right.
it is?
Well, I'm
I
not.
did a half marathon
yeah.
just to see if I could.
Yeah, I'm not running to.
It sucked.
The idea the first time I ran, and we talked about it, that guy was chain smoking cigarettes the whole time.
Oh yeah.
That
That guy's
guy.
crazy.
So I'm gonna
Chen.
I have to get addicted to cigarettes before this.
Run,
but
Chen, run. Check out that episode.
run.
It was a good
Yeah.
one.
So anyway, when I first did it, it was like I want to do this for her, or I want to do this in honor of this person
bring
and the
awareness
family.
to.
Yeah, like, and I had the custom made shirt, "Beauty Will Save the World," and it was,
Yeah.
and that's for anybody that doesn't know, that's this tattoo. You can see it on my Facebook
Oh,
page.
that's what that tattoo
yeah,
is,
that
huh?
flower is the "Beauty Will Save the World" campaign.
I also
Because
have a tattoo.
yeah.
Guess where?
So the whole plan with the first one was to bring awareness and just kind of spread beauty and happiness.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to get in shape. I wasn't trying to. I mean, I did get in shape, but it wasn't for
Physical
me.
exercise.
Yeah, it wasn't for me
Tends to happen.
necessarily.
It's one of the side effects.
And so, yeah, exactly. I want to run a marathon where, yes, I do get in shape because I need to get back to running. It's been so damn cold.
Yeah, I need
But-
to do that.
But I want to
Been a
do
while.
it with purpose, and I want to bring other people with me. Figuratively. You don't literally have to run. If you do want to run with me, message me because
Message
that would be sick.
Yeah.
to have like a little crew somewhere. Freaking go to. I just think it'd be really cool to go. I don't know, to like New Orleans and run a marathon downtown.
That would be super
or like
cool.
I don't know how I don't necessarily need to do the Boston one or New York, but how cool would it be in like Chicago?
That'd be a cool
Run
one.
downtown Chicago.
That'd be fun.
I've never ran more than 10 miles at a time, so
think.
the goal is huge, but that's why I'm putting it out
How long
there.
is a half marathon?
13.1.
Okay, that's how far. I went 7 miles straight because mile 6 was a full mile uphill, like all the way up a hill.
Where were you?
I was in Columbia. So
really
I got to the top,
remember
and I had to like stop or I was gonna die.
Oh, I
for like
stopped
30
on mine.
seconds, and then my buddies kept going. I thought I was gonna catch up. I went like another mile or two. Had to stop for a few steps. Kept going, went another mile, and then I kind of was doing like a mile and a half at a time. I would stop, but I knew at the last, like as soon as I saw the finish line, like a half mile away, like my feet were on fire. I was literally gonna collapse. I couldn't stop I told my buddy, I was like, no matter how tired I am, I'm gonna sprint as hard as I can, and I did. All of a sudden had this huge gust of energy, and I flew to the finish line.
Yeah,
and then as soon as my foot crossed it, a lady got right in my face and was like, "Stop!" And I had to like immediately stop my motion, and I almost fell forward on top of her because I had the pedometer was on my shoe, on my laces, and she had to like take it off.
They wanted to get an accurate.
Yeah, as soon as I finished, but I didn't know that was a thing, so she like got right my way, and I almost crushed her.
When I ran mine for the Beauty Will Save the World, was in the ticket, in the piece of paper. It was so I couldn't believe that.
That's cool.
And so right when I finished, it immediately went to their database, and my time was tracked or whatever.
I don't know what happened.
That was not that long.
But I remember seeing my time, and I looked online, and it was no longer like it wasn't listed online amongst the other groups. So I don't know what happened there, but I think I ran a free half marathon, and I'm not into that. So I might have to join that marathon. It's just like the training. But also, I agreed to join that half marathon a week before.
Yeah.
And the day before, I was like, I'm going to try and see how far I can just run. And I think I went like 6 or 7 miles, and it really hurt my legs.
Yeah.
And then I woke up at like 5 a.m. the next day to run an actual.
Yeah, and it takes hours.
Marathon. Yeah, it took a couple hours.
Yeah. Or it could take hours.
It was great. I couldn't walk for a week.
Yeah,
literally, I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah, it's incredibly taxing. Did you get the nipple thing?
Oh, I definitely bandaged him up.
I didn't get that.
I always do. I get it.
I don't know if it was like the material that I was wearing.
I get it through the bandage. It's not. I can't. These bad boys, they don't like the fabric rubbing too vigorously.
I didn't get that part.
They're sensitive.
One thing that hurt was my armpits.
Oh yeah,
from
you get rashes.
Running. Oh man,
between the thighs.
Yeah.
Oh man, the foot cramps.
Oh god, my feet hurt so bad for the next couple of days. But that's kind of. It's not to pull the card out later in life and go, well, I ran a marathon one time. You never done that. I don't care about that. Like, I just think it would be really cool to.
I don't like thinking about it.
Take a mini trip to. Like, I just think there's some cool towns in America. There's a database that'll just tell you every marathon.
Let's go to Hawaii.
Can you imagine, dude? When we were down in Mexico for our anniversary, there was a 5K within the resorts. Cool. And I thought, I was semi-training then. I was like, man, it'd be so cool to be down here on vacation. Get up and run a 5K one morning and then just chill.
Most people would not call that vacation.
No, I know.
That's a work vacation.
And I'm not a psycho runner.
What if we went to Spain and we did 2 birds, 1 stone? We do the running of the bulls.
Oh, God.
Right? How long is that? How far is that running?
I doubt it's even a mile. I don't know, though. It's just a street, though. But I don't want to die. Especially not where I'm from.
Oh, it's only half a mile. That's extremely dangerous.
Dude, I wouldn't go 100
It's too compact.
Meters. I wouldn't go 100 meters. People straight up die. I don't understand.
I'd watch it, though.
From my hotel room.
I'd watch bullfighting, too. No, I want to be down there. Like I want to be like sitting on the rail watching the bulls.
But
Like right
there's
there.
not. It's
Well, like I want to be
street.
like as close as I can be in the audience to like
You're like
watch it.
pressed against the wall, hoping that it keeps going.
No. I
past
want to be
you.
like but like as close as I can be.
Right.
Like, I want to be like right on the edge. Like I want to
Like if there's a
smell the bull.
if there's a balcony on the second floor, I'll stand right there.
Yeah.
I doubt it will.
No, and when I say bullfighting, I mean like the guy like
The matador.
yeah, because like not when the bull gets hurt.
Not when they sword.
No, not that. Just
Through 'em?
the dance between the matador and the bull.
I read
Because
it.
there's something about that.
Oh,
dance I've read with like Ernest Hemingway's talked about it, and like I've
Mhm.
heard other people describe it, and it's interesting to. I've seen like I've been watching these videos on it. And it's very interesting to watch when you actually like look at it as like a dance or an art between man and beast. It's very interesting.
I read a book recently where they describe, a very good bullfighter
Yeah.
going through it, and that part is intriguing. But and even the bullfighter in the book is like reluctant to have to kill the bull at the end. But
Right.
that's kind of
That's what you do.
and I'm like, I just don't like that, man.
No.
I don't like that. But yeah, I'm holding myself accountable. I'm putting it out there. Come run with me. Come run a marathon.
Run a marathon with
There-
us.
There's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
do it too because now we're tied together.
yeah. There's a lot of. I haven't even started training.
Mellow Brick Road is a sponsor.
I'm just throwing it out there. Hoopla, we'd love to have you.
Hoopla. Respond to my DM on Instagram. How else do I reach you? Do I email you? I'll try that.
We'll try an email.
Come on, talk to us. We love you.
We seriously do.
We love you.
Jokes aside, we love Hoopla.
Do it.
I use it every day.
Me too.
At least once a day I
Yeah.
use Hoopla.
We'll start doing. We started doing the what you reading.
Yeah.
What you reading?
What you
Updates on Patreon. If you're a Patreon subscriber, check that out.
Yeah.
If you're a Patreon subscriber, you've already got the message. You already got the notification, the email. So you already know what's up. You're paying the big bucks. You're in it. You're in the circle.
We should call them.
The
We should call them bricklayers.
what do you call them? Yogi. What do you call the people that Sherpas?
But yeah, they
They're the
take
in
people
circle.
up the
You're
Everest.
the in. If you're paying on Patreon, you are a Sherpa.
I like bricklayers.
Bricklayers.
Yeah, they're building the path for us.
They work for us.
Kinda. No, that doesn't make sense.
No, we work for them. They're paying us.
We work. So
We work for you. That's the thing.
we're the bricklayers.
We're the bricklayers.
Yeah.
We're the ones doing all the work.
Yeah, they're the boss. It's like get
Yeah.
the fucking work.
Yeah, they get everything
Yeah,
that we do. That they get
Oh,
it. They get
yeah,
it. Yeah,
you're
they
right.
get better stuff.
we are the bricklayers.
Yeah, we're the brick. Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, well, I mean, we'll keep building it.
Heck yeah. Have you ever seen them make a brick road where they actually just pour concrete and then they stamp? They just have a stamp
No,
that rolls
shit.
through it,
No,
and then they
that's
stain
not
they stain
real.
it red.
No, they stain it red.
They have
It's
a
just-
powder that they just throw,
Shut the fuck
and it
up.
cures and it.
No.
So it's not individually. They do build roads.
No. I was listening to the Cats soundtrack.
I knew it was
last
something,
night.
but I couldn't think of what
And
it was.
as soon as I started doing it may me think of it, and it makes me now I'm smiling because I'm happy.
From
to think
the
about
most recent movie.
it. No, the stage production.
Gotcha. Well, that's.
I mean, the movie is
They
has the
probably
same
use it,
songs,
yeah.
But I prefer the stage production, the 1997. That one you can find it on YouTube, I believe. It's the best one.
nice.
They filmed it once. That specific cast. So it was like watching it on stage, but without an audience. So it's almost like. So it's almost like they're doing like a dress rehearsal, I guess, of the musical.
That's
So
cool.
it's very cool. I love Cats. Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, T.S. Eliot also. It's based off of his poems. Anyway, do you remember a few weeks ago when you brought up the Chiefsaholic, that lovely guy?
Oh, the bank robber.
Did you ever find more updates on him?
No, but now there's been pictures that come out about.
How it's not him?
There's a guy in a wolf costume that's like, it wasn't me. Y'all are dumb.
So
but
I was
but I
right.
don't know if it was actually. I thought maybe.
Didn't I say it wasn't him?
Yeah, you said it could have been. You were like, I don't know, those wolf costumes
See,
are
this
a
is
little
why we
bit
need the videos.
different.
Now we have videos. We'll have to get more cameras so that we can do like close-ups, like right here. Like,
Yeah.
look, this is what I thought. So the audience can jump in at the same time. Or we should. Well, we'll do more business about that later. I'm gonna pause for just a second, okay? This episode of the Mellow Brick Road is brought to you by People Paws, the boots for dogs. We here at the Mellow Brick Road love all creatures, especially the furry ones, and we've made it our mission to protect them from harm in any way we can. That's why we've partnered with an amazing new company, People Paws, the boots for dogs, the dog shoes that look like the owner's bare feet. With their help, we're keeping your pets happy, but more importantly, safe. During the summer months, sidewalks and pavements can reach temperatures of over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is terribly painful for your furry friend. So cover their paws with People Paws, so they'll stay cool and soft for many more years to come. Another benefit to having your bare feet on your dog is that if your dog gets lost, the People Paws will be an easy indicator for people to return the dog to you. And, as an added bonus, People Paws are a great way to spread brand awareness for your feet pics on OnlyFans. Don't have an OnlyFans for just pictures of your sweaty feet? Trust me, once you see your paws on your dog's paws, you'll come around. So go to peoplepaws.com to order your pair today and use offer code ROAD for 95% off your first order. That's right, offer code ROAD at checkout to get 95% off your first order of People Paws, the boots for dogs. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast, People Paws. Now let's get back to the show. So here's this Chiefsaholic thing right here. Or not, this is not Chiefsaholic related.
Okay,
This is just Kansas City Chiefs related.
gotcha.
As you can notice, we're both decked out in Chiefs right now because
Yeah.
they're playing pretty soon. And after this, we're going over to watch
I
the
have
game.
my
We're
Walter
not going
Payton
into the game because it's freaking cold
in
outside.
3 hours away.
I heard there's people that were camping out
last
all
night.
night. Like,
That
what are you,
last
an
night.
idiot? In
Yeah.
your car? What are you, an idiot? It's freezing cold here. Especially in
yeah.
St. Louis, it's more cold there. It's probably like freezing rain there at
You
this
mean
point.
Kansas City?
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Either way,
Oh, it's cold.
it's south. And I know there's a big, there's a bunch of shit going on southward of us. So, they're getting hit.
yeah.
It's
It's
not going to
definitely
be
cold
fun.
there.
And I wouldn't even want to go to the game anyway.
It's stressful. We were just talking about that the other day. It's a chore to go to a game. It's very fun.
I was talking about it today, too.
It's very fun, but it's a chore.
It's a mess. But this is a photo that someone had written on Twitter. It's a J Kill from Jayville had posted, Casey fan eating a baked potato out her pocket. And she's got the pukey emojis and the sick, and she's eating the potato. And then over here, the response to this tweet, it's a Casey Potato Girl responds, I caught you taking my photo as well, but I enjoyed a baked potato and a win. How about you? And she is holding the potato, taking a picture of the person, taking a picture of her holding the baked potato.
Oh,
And so she's like, fuck you, I won. I had a baked potato,
yeah.
and I caught you taking a photo of me.
Oh, so the first one is the Jaguars fans' perspective.
Yes, but she saw them taking a picture of her,
So
she
she
whipped out her phone.
is
You
the
can see
potato in her photo.
Yeah, you can see the
Oh,
phone.
she even got.
See, you
she
can-
even has her potato in the photo.
Look at that, boom. Caught you, bitch.
Okay.
And you lost.
And you lost. Yeah, I
Dude.
can't imagine being a visiting fan.
Hey, man,
in
here-
that
here's what
stadium.
I'll say right now. We Kansas City Chiefs fans, we love our baked potatoes.
We love a
bro.
good potato.
I will take a potato into a public restroom and eat it.
like a damn apple.
I'll be holding it in the tinfoil, and I'll put sour cream on it while I'm pouring sour cream into the toilet.
Dude, I just bring.
That sounded
No, you're right.
not sour, like brown sour, like rotten sour cream.
I just bring a syringe with me that has hot butter in it,
Yeah,
and I just
I feel
just
so
insert it.
exposed with the cameras on. It's so weird. I love it though.
I
But no,
kind of
that's a
forget
good
about it.
idea. Wait, so you don't before you
I
cut the potato,
inject.
you just inject?
I just inject it and then I eat it like an apple,
Whoa.
and it's just juice.
Like, wait, butter, and then can you put like sour cream and like, can you melt cheese and put it in there too?
Yeah.
You'd ruin
I
this. You
can.
definitely would ruin the syringe if you use melted
Yeah,
cheese.
don't
but-
reuse needles, folks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you should never reuse
Don't do that
needles.
anyway, but-
Yeah, you can't clean them.
That to me looks like a plain potato, which I'm not.
Hey, I'll eat a hot potato. If it's cold out,
I'll eat it, but it's gonna
a
taste like
warm
dirt.
potato is good.
It's gonna taste like dirt. But
Well, what if
okay,
you got a beer?
true. But I wonder when in the game this was taken, because how long did she have a potato in her pocket?
She might have taken that picture
That's hilarious.
and then just like waited it out,
yeah.
or just she had to take the time to find that
Mm-hmm.
picture.
That's so
How did
crazy.
she? So she would have had to search like maybe Twitter and then go to like potato girl or like potato.
Or yeah, I don't know. Or
I don't know.
They,
I haven't looked at Twitter
or
in so
that
long. I
person
don't
that-
think we have a Twitter. Do we have a Twitter? Oh, we do. Wait, do we have a Twitter?
not that I'm in control of.
I don't think we do. I
I
think
don't
we
think so.
have. You have the Facebook. I don't have Facebook,
Yeah.
and then I have the Instagram.
I think it's
If you want to make a Twitter for us and run it, well, don't do that. You DM us. We will sue.
I think the reason she did it is because food pricing inside of professional stadiums is horrible.
Oh yeah, that's a genius. To bring a baked potato, that's a full meal.
yeah.
A baked potato
I mean,
will fill you up.
That's so funny looking.
So like, but like if you, oh man, I would have brought like, I would have found a way to bring like sour cream packets or.
Oh yeah, I'd go down to the thing. I'd go down to the concession stand and get
Oh,
like a sour
yup.
cream packet.
Hey, can I got a hot dog. Can I get some ketchup packets or
You
sour
wouldn't
cream
have
packets?
butter.
You don't need butter.
I don't think you could get bacon.
I mean, you could. Butter is nice, but you don't need it.
yeah.
You could survive if you're at the game. You could survive without butter that one time.
Yeah.
Because you're like at a game, so
Yeah.
you won't even really notice because you'll be like, "Whoa, football," and then you want to like spike it, so you gotta like look for. That's what you do. You save half the potato, and then when you see an opportunity, you see the other fan, you just spike the potato on their fucking head, and they got a head full of starch.
My brain then goes to, what are the odds that somebody else in that stadium also has a potato in their pocket? Is there any
Whoa.
one person in that stadium,
She's so
any
unique.
other,
She's so unique.
or is she the only one? That's crazy to me. She's the only one in there with
She
potato.
might be the only one.
I know, but it is funny to think about.
Yeah, maybe the only one.
Oh, that's really funny.
Listen, here's something I want to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and no one's brought it up yet in this episode, and it's a little bit upsetting
Okay.
that no one has brought it up. But I know this is episode 34, and it's like 34, all about Trace, because that's what 34 is all about. It's all about Trace. I get it.
You know.
Whatever. Spoiler, we do, well, not spoiler, but like BTS behind the scenes, we do record these episodes a little bit earlier than their publishing date,
Yes.
right? Because you gotta do a little editing magic, a little movie
Mhm.
magic.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode is airing on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And as so far, so I already feel like it's my birthday because, like, this is supposed to publish on my birthday,
Right.
so it's like I feel like it's supposed to be a little bit birthday special, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed. If you were sitting here hoping I wouldn't notice, I noticed.
So I'm supposed to have your gift now?
I don't know. It's hey man, that's not when it's your birthday. You don't. Well, I guess you do get to decide, but like,
I will say I have a gift for you that will probably be presented
on the show.
on the show.
Okay. So we'll have to do that next episode. Is that what you're saying? You don't have it on yet.
Yeah, no.
So is it heavy? Is it
I don't-
heavy?
No, I don't think so. It's not here yet.
Does it smell good?
I think so.
Those are all my questions. Moving on. I got some good news for you since we're going back to you now. I just wanted to get that out there that it is my birthday right now, so I haven't heard anything.
Right.
But
That was the what do they call it? The sandwich method? Like good, bad,
yeah.
good again.
You definitely like brought me back down. You're good. Yeah, you did a good job. I got two good things right now to kind of round out this episode.
Cool.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Anything depressing happened lately?
Nope, this episode's about me. So.
Hell yeah, dude. We're rising up. Here we go. The first thing I want to talk about is more on the edutainment side of things. Archaeologists recently discovered a new papyrus of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which is very exciting.
Papyrus is like their paper?
Yes, that's like their
Or like their
scrolls.
yeah. Okay.
They're calling it the Waziri papyrus, and it's currently there are scholars. There are currently scholars translating it right now. So very excited to see if there's any
Ooh.
additions to the Book of the Dead. Just more information is always good about ancient Egypt, and I think they
Jesus.
also discovered a new mummy just recently. I can't think of the details, but I just was a passing headline I had read. But yeah, very cool.
What if that papyrus had the
Has
key-
Jesus on it,
that'd be
like on a cross, and you're like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, what if it's the key to everything? Like all of a sudden, a little bit of something makes sense, and
Yeah.
we're like we can think of everything in a whole new way because of this new scroll. It's probably nothing.
I bet it's got some cool stuff
It's
on
probably
it.
a copy.
Oh man, can you imagine if it's like, yeah, it's like the
Something we
same
already
thing
have.
we already have. Oh, that would stink.
Dude, that would have sucked so bad back then. Being able to write and write well, and they're like, hey,
Yeah.
you need to copy this 100 times. You know what I mean? Or like even
Yeah.
flash forward to like writing the Bible. They weren't printing it. They were handwriting the Bible. And somebody just sat there and wrote. And then after they finished it, they did it again and again and again.
Oh, I know that. Wouldn't that be awful?
And they're
Like the
like-
printing press seems like oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Why didn't we do this earlier?
It makes me think of
It took so long to
in
write.
Elf, where he's like, I'm going to be a little short of your quota.
Oh yeah.
Like, I can write one, like, writing
dude,
one whole
Can
book.
you imagine
Ugh.
how bad hand cramping must have been back in the day? 'Cause you're always writing stuff. That's why people used to smoke all the time, because all the hand cramps, the smoking takes out the inflammation.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden the printing press gets invented, and suddenly like hemp and stuff isn't cool anymore, because we already got paper that we're using, and it's like, well, we got this thing
Whoa.
that prints paper, so like we don't need to like rewrite the same thing over and over again. So like,
That's an interesting thing to go down.
yeah,
Did the printing press have an effect? Like, in
whatever you're about to say, yes,
Yeah.
printing press literally changed everything. Should we have done it? It's one of those inventions of like, should we have invented mass production of information?
Mhm.
Should we have invented a way for mass communication? It's like the telegram too. Should we have done that? Is it working out? I mean,
Right.
if you looked at it from like from then, and then you look at now, how is social networking really going for everybody? How's mass communication going?
Right.
Kind of, we're not handling. Well, it kind of came on kind of fast. I don't think we were.
Too fast.
I think I read a thing of humans weren't evolved enough for this. Like we should have taken more time to like all this like whole like me time and like mental like mindfulness and stuff.
Mhm.
We should have all been doing this first, and then once we got to a point after like kind of mastering and figuring that out,
Mhm.
then you move on to this where we can like handle speaking with a mass quantity of people
Right.
and not all just like jabbering at each other, because that's what's happening now because we're all mentally children.
Yeah, and everybody's trying to retreat and do the mindfulness stuff, and it's like, no, yeah,
Right.
you're right. You should have completely
We
flipped
should
that.
have done the mindfulness first and then this,
Yeah,
because
we're
no
all-
one's mature enough for the internet yet.
You make a really good point.
Yeah, well, it's just we don't take well to differing opinions. It just is hard for people to like grasp that others have different perspectives,
Right.
but they do.
Did they say where that papyrus was found? Like, it's amazing to me that things can still be found. Like that they.
The
I know,
sand is constantly
I know
shifting
they're
over
just
there, man.
scouring that entire place, so it's just amazing. But I mean, if you think about it, you know, they. I don't know. There's things that they found 100 years ago that nobody knew about. People walked right over it hundreds of years ago.
Papyrus scroll discovered at the Saqqara necropolis site near Cairo. last
Mm.
year, and it does contain text from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It's the first time a papyrus has been found in a century, so they're not finding papyrus a lot because papyrus, it's
Yeah, it could
not,
just
it's fragile.
go away.
Um,
Whoa,
let's see.
that's nuts.
Yeah, it's currently being translated into Arabic. So once it gets translated into Arabic, it can be easier translated into other languages as well.
Wow. If I mean, I guess there's probably laws and things. If I lived there, I just go walk around.
Yeah,
I mean,
It-
there's probably boundaries and things where
yeah.
if you found something,
And by the way, this I did recently watch The Mummy not too long ago, 1999.
Brendan
The Mummy
Fraser.
with Brendan Fraser. Hashtag need that modern day Indiana Jones back in my life. Love Brendan Fraser. The Mummy was such a fun franchise when it started, and then the second two movies, or whatever. But
Mhm.
first one was so promising. But the Book of the Dead, if you've seen that movie, it plays a very key role in the uh, bringing back the pharaoh Imhotep,
Mhm.
where he's going to terrorize everyone living, which is super scary. But the thing is, in that movie, there's only one Book of the Dead. There's actually multiple. If you do more research on it, there's multiple Books of the Dead throughout like different centuries and different
Mhm.
kings, and they all have different spells or rituals depending on the deceased, pharaoh or whoever it was at the time that it was written. Because they, you will write one after the pharaoh dies because it's such a big thing. Because in ancient Egypt, pharaohs were gods, like half god kings, and it's a whole rabbit hole. Ancient Egypt.
Mhm.
It's a deep cookie.
Yeah.
The sands are deep.
The
You know what I
sands are deep.
mean?
Um.
But yeah, so it's kind of don't be scared. If you know what I'm talking about, the Mummy, don't be scared because it's not. They're not going to bring back Imhotep. I mean, they might. We don't know which one this one is about.
Right.
We're finding that out. So just hold off. We're waiting. I'll give you updates when I find updates.
So, what if somebody from Egypt, like a historian or something, watched that movie? Would they? You think they would appreciate how they? Or like, do you think?
um,
Do you think? I don't want to say accurate.
well,
Do
I'm
you think
trying to.
they'd be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's a good representation of"?
maybe.
I don't
I
know, because I was sitting
let's
here.
rewatch it. Let's watch it
Yeah,
and
and I
figure it
was
out.
I was thinking about that, and
Oh, we should. I want to go to Egypt and
oh
do a
god, me
dig,
too.
like a dig. I
Me
want to do like an
too.
archaeology thing. I don't want to just take pictures. I want to actually go and find stuff. Like, whoa, what is this thing? And they go, that's a big toe from this person who lived here apparently. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Um,
cool.
what about Moon Knight? I wonder if somebody watched that
Oh yeah,
and they were like,
interesting.
"Yeah, what a good representation of what the books
Of
say."
the mythologies.
Yeah, like, "Oh,
and
that's a good use of that," or
of
"Oh,
ancient
that kind of
Egypt. Yeah,
follows," or "That's a good representation," or "That's
yeah,
what we think that looks like," or
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
That'd
know
be an
either.
interesting thing if you know. Let us
I
know.
wasn't a big fan. I didn't like the episode where it had all the different gods there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't appreciate the way they all acted. I
Yeah.
for me as someone who has done a little bit of research into I love ancient Egypt, like Osiris and all that stuff is so
Mm-hmm.
cool. I don't know, it's just something I was just like, I wish they were. I wish this was, I don't know, more it.
Yeah.
They kind of, it was
It
made
was
for the
pretty.
episode, the
Yeah.
story, and all that.
It was
But
pretty Hollywood.
I was just like, oh man, I wish this was more fucking hardcore, But oh well.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal. Here's one more thing I want to talk about before we end the show.
Let's do it.
There is a Tennessee student, or students in a Tennessee high school, who created a robotic hand for one of the new classmates, and he said it literally changed his life. Right. So we all know moving to a new school is hard. Right. Me and you,
Personally,
we've done it
yes.
multiple times. I'm not a fan of it.
No.
I've talked to my therapist multiple times about it. Not a fan of moving around. It is traumatizing, especially
Yeah, it's
for
hard.
kids. It can be at least.
Yeah.
So
We kind of
this,
lucked out, I will say.
yeah, I agree too. And this kid he had a rougher time than most because he was born without a fully formed hand,
Okay.
which first day of school, he was trying to hide. You want to hide it. You don't want to show people because you don't know how they're going to react. first impressions are hard.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows that more than new kids.
Yeah.
Especially. And you're trying to hide it, but the teacher in the school's engineering program noticed it and asked some of the other students if they wanted to help out.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And they built, they offered the kid, they were like, dude, we could build you like a prosthetic hand that you could, that is functional. And the kid was blown away.
Yeah.
Because he's like a new kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I've never even thought that I could do that. That was
Right.
a thing I could get.
Without paying a whole lot of money.
Yeah. And they had the school has a 3D printer. And so they just looked up like a bunch of 3D models.
Yeah.
Right. And they didn't even know if it was going to work. And it was a home run. It was
Holy
perfect.
cow.
They nailed it. And he's able to catch a baseball. That wasn't just a bit I was doing. He can catch a baseball with his prosthetic hand, like the glove on. He can catch it. He can play catch with it and like throw a ball.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dude.
That's super advanced. I want to start with our high school did not have an engineering department.
No, and
What-
by the way, this child, it was a 15-year-old child in Tennessee. His name is Sergio Peralta.
Cool.
Sergio Peralta, yeah. Hendersonville High. Yes, sir. It's at Hendersonville High.
Hendersonville High.
Well, I'm very happy to hear about that, Sergio. That's amazing.
That
that's
is
so cool.
actually
'Cause,
incredible.
I mean, imagine like growing up with a half-formed hand, and I mean, I feel like there's so many obstacles, so many things you probably can't do, or it just takes longer to like find a way to do it, and to just get offered that kind of help must be
even if it didn't,
so heartwarming. I
even
mean,
if
it is heartwarming. It
even if
warms my
it
heart.
didn't work that well, the attempt would have
Yeah.
been
The thought that
great.
counts.
Yeah, like, or if it wasn't functional and it was just more
Right.
of like a, so your eye isn't drawn to it, just a confidence thing for him. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
There's people with really, really good friends that wouldn't even do that. So for
Those are some
strangers, to
amazing
just-
students, amazing teacher.
yeah, props
You guys
to
are the
them.
best, man. You guys are the best. You're the heroes of the year so far. So far, you're the heroes of the year. Good job.
Heck yeah.
You have anything else you want to talk about?
Nope,
to the
that's
audience?
it. I just
Alright.
know that you can find us at Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Stitcher.
Yeah, and then
Those.
also you can follow us on Instagram at Mellowbrick Road Podcast, at Mellowbrick Road Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at just Mellowbrick Road.
Uh-huh.
On Patreon, that is patreon.com/mellowbrickroad. Find that What You Readin', updates on there. We don't have a schedule for those yet. We're kind of just going as we go right now. We'll probably do it whenever we meet to record. We'll probably crank out a few.
Yeah.
We've read a lot of books, so we can talk about a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So look out for that if you're a Patreon subscriber. Also, please subscribe to the Patreon. That'd be sweet. We'd love to have you. And as part of our ever-growing community,
Mm-hmm.
we're trying our best here. We're trying to make things look as great as possible for you.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, is there anything else you can think of?
I want to give a shout out. We got a lot of traffic from our last episode.
Oh,
our
yes.
Alex Durbin episode.
Alex Durbin.
Lots of traffic, lots
God,
of
we
listens.
love you.
The
Damn
face,
it, I love you.
yeah, the Facebook. They sent me a message that was like, "Hey, your page is doing great. It's growing." So I just want to
Love
thank.
to
I just
hear
want to
it.
thank everybody for that because
Yeah.
that was like a true like, oh crap, people like lots
That's
of
what I
people
mean,
are
man.
listening. Lots of people are listening.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
and the video and people are watching, and so we're
They're here.
We're
They're
building
watching
something,
right now.
man.
We got to entertain them. Well, I hope we've been entertaining them. I hope
Yeah.
we've been entertaining. If we know what, if we haven't been entertaining to you in any way, and you wish you could fucking take our necks and just fucking squeeze them and snap them and rip them in half like fucking Terminator, you can email us at mellowbrickroad.podcast@gmail.com. Send all your death threats and other threats among their
other threats, less threatening
among
threats
that nature.
too. We'll
Yeah,
take
less
those.
threatening. Let's call them compliments. You can send us anything there. If you have any recommendations for the show or you think that we smell or something, just let us know on the email. And with that, I think we've come to the end of our path today.
Yep, I believe so.
All right, everyone. We thank you so much for joining us on this path today. Join us next week for a new path with new adventure and new topics to discuss and things to learn and discover. And God, I'm so excited. I love this show.
Hell yeah.
Everyone, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us again next time. I've been Van Windsor.
And I am Trace Windsor. Peace and blessings.
Bye bye.